What's up everyone, it's Ojh&x and we're back at it again, and in this video we're going to get you to a full gold Jaina deck or pushing those red difficulty levels with this incredibly powerful alliance deck for the Maul dungeon. And if you're having any problems with the Maul dungeon, then I'll link, I think it's up here, a playlist with all of my Maul runs for the alliance week and previous weeks. There might be something in there that's going to help you out, a particular mini or a little bit of a strategy. But let's get straight into this one then. So we've got Jaina as the leader. I've got the Frost Bolt, or whatever that talent is called there, to freeze nearby enemies. Then we've got the Huntress in there as one of our main damage dealers. Two spells in this one. As we know, with Jaina being on the map, is that spells are cast at 3 levels higher. So the strategy will clearly be to try and use these spells as often as you can when you've got Jaina on the map. But if there is the opportunity to play a spell and Jaina is still in your hand and hasn't been played, then do not waste that opportunity. So I've gone for Blizzard and Execute here. We've got Quillbore in there for the unbound tanking, this time using the poison talent. I've said this before, I think that Quillbore's so versatile you can use any of the 3 talents that are available. The main tanky unit is going to be the, I can't remember his name, Tauren, Stonehoof Tauren, that's him with the double charge ability. And one of our final damage dealers is going to be the Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent. So this is going to be a level 27 Maul. We're average level 25, average cost of 3.4. And the relics that we have in this run is the Arachnid Whistle. So playing your leader summons 2 spiderlings. We've got the Band of Arcanist. So spells cost 1 less gold, but no less than 1. So that's going to help us. You're going to see a lot of spells being played in this one. And I always look at it that if I think, say my Blizzard, for example, if I can be hitting 4 golds worth or more of minis, I'm playing that Blizzard, getting chip damage on siege towers, etc. Do not be shy with your spells. And the third relic that we get is the Incendiary. Yeah, let's do that. Incendiary rounds. So range minis apply burn when dealing damage. So that's the deck. They're the relics. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, Stomper Krieg up first then. So with Stomper Krieg, with our Pyromancer, 2 shots from Pyromancer and the splash is enough to make the grunts attack each other. Try and get that chest on the right hand side, and hopefully we can get these to start attacking each other, because Huntress's glaive bouncing to that second and third target is absolutely amazing. And hopefully we'll be able to get that gold chest, which we do. And I was a bit unsure what was going to happen with our Huntress, so I played a Quillbore and I played it far too late. Double charge of the Tauren, doing a really good job. Execute on all that. They're going to start fighting each other. They're basically going to take that siege tower for us. So the plan will be to take the siege tower on the right that mage is attacking for us, and then take the one on the left. Let the ogre mage on the left lock onto our tower, because we want our Pyromancer with the counter push and those spiderlings coming in doing a half decent job tanking. And that is one of the worst Blizzards you've ever seen in your entire life. But let's not worry about that. Let's turn this down a fraction. We've got a decent sized push going on the left. We're not going to talk about that Blizzard. And if we can get a Quillbore in to distract, then we're going to have Pyromancer and Jaina chipping away. We should get that left tower. Got the charge in there from the Tauren, has cleaned up the mage. Execute on that, gets us that second tower. The grunts are going to start attacking each other. That's all good for us. There's a decent value Blizzard. So that's 10 golds worth, I think. Mage being 4, Mountaineer being 6. So that's cleaned up all of that for us. And now, with a minute and 50 to go, we're in a really, really good spot. We've got both the towers, both the siege towers are ours. Quillbore in to distract Stomper Krieg. So we've got 2 Pyromancers and a Jaina smacking away there. How are we going to do defending this one? Oh, really good, actually, because we've managed to turn that first grunt to be friendly for us, which is good. Didn't quite have anything in hand to get the gold chest on the left, but we've done so much boss damage. A minute and 20 to go. Keep checking back to see if that gold has regenerated. And like I say, just don't be shy with your spells in this one. We'll execute that all, so that's gonna deal with itself down there. And at this stage, we're pretty much, we know we've got the defensive capability because we've got the splash damage from the Pyromancer, etc, etc. Although that was a shocking Pyromancer, so we've come in with a Blizzard to try and rescue what was just awful. Just absolutely terrible. Anyway, as I was saying, we are in range here to be able to just be playing our Quillbores, to have our ranged minis like our Huntress and Pyromancer attacking the boss from a distance, or we can just spell out Stomper Krieg at this point with our Blizzards and Executes. So if you are going to execute Stomper Krieg, it's good to execute when there is maybe a Ogre Mage that's been dropped and or a Huntress. Or I'll take a Mountaineer, I'll execute that, no problem. Quillbore coming in to do a little bit of distraction as well. And this is as good as done and dusted. So what we got in there, a Ghoul and some Sneaky Bandits. Jaina still smacking away, Stomper Krieg's walking away. And again, like I say, with coming up to the end of regulation time, but with us having the strong Unbound in the Quillbore, and with us having 2 spells, we got nothing to worry about here. And execute on that is going to be that. Not bad at all. Okay then, so Imolthar, this one can be a bit messy, but I found on this one I was just mega aggressive with my spells. So straight away, Spiderlings, Banshee, I think that's about 7 golds worth there. I'm going to Blizzard all of that lot, and we've had a bit of the Prowler, and we've done some Siege Tower damage, so that's good for me. And then the charge of the Tauren onto the Prowler, and the Tauren is so tanky, just what a great mini. Charged onto that eye, there is some splash damage on there that you can't do anything about. And on this one, sometimes I go right, sometimes I don't. Yeah, it just depends how it kind of pans out. So we played a Quillbore to distract because the last thing I wanted was that Huntress to get any value on our Pyromancer. Again, we Blizzarded, then we executed. Might be a little bit aggressive, but I do really want to get hold of this tower if that's the way that I'm feeling today. So that's all good. So I played a Tauren with a Kobold ahead, because getting your Kobold mining and getting your Kobold to not be attacked by something or blown to pieces by those eyes is really important. Another fairly aggressive Blizzard there, but I've hit Spiderlings, I've taken most of the health of a Prowler. We've got the Tauren to do the double charge, so now we've got the Meeting Stone and the Siege Tower on the right. That gives us better access to all of the gold, and this is a good spot with over 2 minutes remaining, so pretty pleased so far. So I got a bit unlucky with that execute. If I'd have waited a split second longer, then I would have also hit the Ogre Mage. I'm going to turn that Ogre Mage around to try and keep our Huntress alive, because Huntress is amazing, and I do, where possible, want to try and keep hold of the Meeting Stone on the left. A Blizzard coming down there, that's chip damage on the boss, that's going to see off that Prowler, as well as the Glaive from the Huntress's attack. So all looking okay for us at the moment. If the boss turns around to that Quillbore to distract and to tank, and unfortunately that little eye spawned and blasted my Pyromancer, which was not ideal. I could have executed there, but I thought better of it. We're going to go with a Tauren charge instead. One of those annoying stabby little bandits managed to intercept, but little hiccup there for me, excuse me. But I'm going to continue with being aggressive with the spells. So as soon as that Prowler was played, Blizzard onto that. Managed to hit the Mage again. I'm smiling because that is the second example in this video of a terrible spell. I think the first one was an appalling Blizzard, and that was an execute that hit nothing at all. Good stuff. So even with how simple this deck is, I am still managing to miss my spells left, right and centre. Another big Blizzard value there though. So took out a Huntress, Sneaky Bandits, part of a Prowler, execute on the Prowler, chip damage onto the boss as well. Tauren's going to come in there with the charge and a couple of swings, keep our economy ticking over. A second charge I think from the Tauren that took out a Banshee there. That could have been nasty, but it got the job done. Since we've got a Quillbore down, we're going to be reasonably aggressive with another Blizzard and everything chipping away. That should be that. Is it? Yes it is. Thanks very much. Be aggressive with your spells regardless of whether you've got Jaina down or not. Here we go then, final boss, King Gordok. Again, up here somewhere I will link a kind of pictorial of what we're trying to do, but it's a bit of a 4-phaser. So phase 1 is going to be to defend this initial attack and then to push straight ahead to get the siege tower that is ahead. Phase 2 will be going round to the right to beat the mage on the right. Phase 3 will be going left to get the ogre mini boss done, and phase 4 will be everything joining up and slapping King Gordok. See you later, mate. If you've got a kobold in hand, play your kobold to the right because there is 2 gold waiting on the right. There's only 1 on the left from the beginning. Kobold down just in time to keep that Pyromancer from taking any damage, and that should be just about enough for us to take that central siege tower. And then we can move on to phase 2, which is heading round to the right. When you are pushing around to the right, just make sure that you don't get overrun with something like a Huntress that is going to come in and try and take that tower back. But I think we might be okay. Yeah, we don't need to do anything with that. That's absolutely fine. So a big old push coming round on the right, then Quillbore into tank, turn that mage away from us. We've got the Tauren down. We've got I think we had a Jaina in there actually, and a Pyromancer catching up. I'm pretty happy with how that's going on the right. So we're going to start heading left. That's gone wonderfully on the right. So we're going to go left again. Tauren in. We'll see how that's going. I would normally play a Quillbore in to distract, but I think it looks like it's going all right. So we can always execute if we really need to. No requirement at all. Right, now we've got that central siege tower as ours. We can start making a push. And the plan is to either split Gordok and the healer so that Gordok is out of range. You can drag Gordok over to the right, or what I tend to do is drop unbounds and spells and all that jazz onto the healer and get him gone. Execute, he's out of there, and when the healer's gone, this is just a matter of time. So we've got a minute and a half to go on this one, and I think that's going to be it, just like that. Right, one more look at the deck then. So here is Jaina in a level 27 Maul, absolutely smashed it, no concerns whatsoever. Be aggressive with your spells. If you've got Jaina on the map, then they come down at 3 levels higher, but if you've not, don't miss the opportunity to get spell value by hitting with something like your Blizzard, 4 gold or more, chip damage on siege towers, chip damage on the boss. That is how we do it. So if this video has helped you, then give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments about any successes that you have. And if you're not already subscribed for more content like this, please get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.